Hello, everyone. We're going to dispense with all of the introductory notes here this morning with our guest, Father Pat, and just get right to it. Father Pat, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. If you hadn't heard, Tuesday I took a COVID home test and tested positive for COVID. So I've been held up here in the rectory, um, but I've been feeling good. I felt bad on Tuesday, but by Wednesday I was feeling good. So waiting around. I'm scheduled to go take a test Tuesday afternoon. That's the earliest that I could get it. So still just continuing to quarantine. Uh, the irony is I took the test right before taking off to San Marcos, where I was going to go visit my mom. And so I didn't go visit my mom, but she wound up catching COVID also. So she's in San Marcos. She hasn't been able to be tested, but she's having the cold-like symptoms. Unfortunately, it's not too bad. I've gotten phone calls and texts from other parishioners that I know have COVID or suspect having COVID. Of course, everybody's having a hard time getting tested and see whether they have it. So it is just a message for everyone to be careful out there. Fortunately, everyone I've talked to, the cases have been mild, uh, cold-like symptoms. I haven't heard of any major complications, except for some people that had COVID with like cancer and had to come off their cancer treatment and some issues like that. But this thing does seem to be spreading. This Omicron, right, seems to be all around. But we continue on. So happy New Year's, everyone. Merry Christmas to everybody. Of course, with New Year's, we celebrate the Solemnity Mary, Mother of God. It's usually a holy day of obligation, but this year, since it falls on a Saturday, here in the United States, when a holy day of obligation falls on a Saturday or a Monday, they abrogate, they take away the holy day of obligation. So it's not a holy day of obligation, but it's good to celebrate. We will have our usual masses that we have on for Mary, Mother of God, 7 o'clock tonight on New Year's Eve. We also have an 11 o'clock Mass tonight on New Year's Eve. What a great way to bring in New Year's. After the Mass at 11 o'clock, we'll have a holy hour. We'll start with some prayer for peace, and then we'll do our communal First Saturday, because tomorrow, January 1st, is First Saturday. So we'll have our communal First Saturday celebration tomorrow morning right after midnight. And then finally, we'll have the 10 o'clock service. Our masses for the weekend will be as usual. They will have the 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock Mass Saturday night. And then Sunday, our usual 7:30, 9:30, 11:30, and 5:45 to 2 o'clock in Spanish. Fortunately, the Legionnaires have offered to help out and will preside at some of our masses this weekend to help Father Kalis out while I stay quarantined. But it's also this weekend, kind of ironically, when the Cardinal is lifting the dispensation for the Sunday obligation. But again, especially this weekend, everybody's reminded that if you're feeling bad, don't come to Mass. It's not a sin to not come to Mass. And also, if you're in those high risk categories or taking care of somebody who's in high risk, again, it's you're not obligated to come to Mass and to celebrate with us. So just take care of yourself. Take care with this Omicron. We will be putting water back into the fonts. And it becomes then a personal decision whether you want to use that water. We'll have hand sanitizers around the fonts or nearby, so that if you want to sanitize your hands after using the holy water. That'll be available. But, I hope despite all of this that we can continue to have a very Merry Christmas. And I wish everybody a Happy New Year. We just hope that and pray that 2022 will be a better year.
Well, Father, we're glad that you're feeling well in spite what you've been through the last week, and prayers from all of us for your mother. And we wish you a Happy New Year as well.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Christmas.